Hi, I'm Lucy and I've got motor neuron disease. I had this whole speech planned for my 2 year anniversary as to start off by telling you about the disease and all about the statistics of my new life expectancy. Then realised what's the point? If I'm not worried about whether I'm going to live past this year or 10 years, then neither should you. What's important is right now, so I'm going to tell you what has changed since my first year anniversary video to right now. So here goes. Ever since I was a little girl, my parents told me that I could do anything I put my mind to. Over the past 2 years, I've realised how true it is, even though I have limitations now. Walking is becoming increasingly difficult for me. You know when you first go ice skating and you hold on to the edge all the way around the arena because you haven't quite got the confidence, and you know if you let go you'll lose your balance and fall over because you haven't quite got the hang of it yet. That's what walking is like for me. Constantly scared that I'm gonna fall over, so holding on to things so I don't. So as you can imagine, taking a run down to the viaduct to clear my head or just because I feel like it is out of the question. It's obvious that I've lost part of my independence as I can never go out of the house without support. The only place I get to be alone is my bedroom. In primary school, right through to 6th year, you're told if you ever need help, just ask. I'm the first person to ask for help when I need it, but just because I'm taking a little longer or I'm doing it in my own unique way doesn't mean I need help. What people don't seem to understand is that once I start asking for help to do my hair or tie my shoes, that becomes another thing on my list that I can't do. So because I'm awkward and damn right stubborn, I will carry on struggling to do it till it's impossible. I want to keep my can't do list as small as I possibly can for as long as I can. If you don't use it, you lose it. Which brings me on to my nemesis, my wheelchair. Just to let everyone know, a wheelchair is only fun if you don't need it. Once you need it, you hate that fucker. There's nothing fun about getting pushed down the high street, feeling every bump and getting pity stares and smiles. A little advice for you pity smilers. Next time you see someone in a wheelchair, just remember this. They've gotten out of bed and got dressed, even though it's a challenge. They've left their house, even though they know once they're in a public place, all eyes are on them. All they want to do is go around their business without pity looks because they've either put it off to the last possible moment or because they want to live their life as normal as possible. If you're gonna smile, then smile because they've left the house and are ready to be a walking TV. And you're proud of them for making the right choice. That's why you should smile, not because you feel sorry for them before you even know their story. The hardest part over the last year has been trying to connect with people that didn't know me before my diagnosis. It's hard to explain, but I'm gonna give it a go. I suppose it's hard to connect with someone who didn't know me before I walked funny or when I had bundles of energy. I guess they'll never know the real me. They won't know that I was a sports house captain and that I did scouts. I feel they'll never know how hard it has been for me and my family. In a way, they won't know the Lucy whose life changed completely this day 2 years ago. Those who don't know, my mum is my carer, and she's the person that's had to give up the most for me. Some of you are thinking, She's your mum, she's meant to do that, but you're wrong. In 20 or so years, I want to be the one to give back to my parents after they raised me and take care of them in their own old age. Not having to return home after 6 months of moving out because I'm terminally ill. I want to tell you everything she does for me. She does my hair, she passes me my clothes that I want for that day, does my washing even though I've done it since I was 16, makes me 3 meals a day because she knows I'm scared that I'm gonna fall over in the kitchen and chip my teeth. I didn't go through 3 years of having braces to chip my teeth. She takes me to events that she doesn't want to go to. She takes me to the doctors and basically takes me everywhere. The hardest bit she has to deal with is the bad days, where I cry because I don't want M&D anymore, as if I had a choice. Or when I fall over and I start crying and she has to try and figure out if I've hurt myself or if I've just bruised my ego. She's been there for me through all the low points, and I just want to publicly say thank you and appreciate everything you do for me, because I know I don't say it enough. Everyone in my life has to take care of me, and I'm blessed to have such an amazing family and friends. They never know this, but I'd rather me have M&D and deal with it than having to watch someone I love deal with it. It would destroy me watching someone I care for and love go through what I'm going through, and knowing there's nothing I could do but come and spend time with them. I know there's nothing worse than being useless when all you want to do is help. It's what they don't realise is that it's them that keep me fighting, because I want one more year of memories with them. I always wanted one more adventure, so thank you for keeping me 2 years and fighting. I've done some incredible things this year. I've been to Italy and been to Australia even though I said I'd never go. Scuba dived the Great Barrier Reef. There's something so magical about scuba diving, I just can't explain it. I've talked in front of 1,000 people even though I was shitting it. I've ticked another 10 items off my bucket list. I've made it to my 21st birthday walking, which meant the world to me. I've gotten my fundraising up to £75,000, which means I'm 3/4 of the way to my target. I've been living, even though I got told this time last year that I was dying. Most importantly, I've gotten to know myself in the past year. In the words of my friend Julie Weissman, I'm not a bad egg. Thank you all.